are here. We are still clearly alive, living well. If I was to state what people should come to our channel to expect is...
But one of the things I'll say too, and this could be unpopular, but I'm gonna say it.
Alright.
Because, you know, me, I don't shy away from an unpopular thing. So,
okay.
Yeah, the long yellow hair. That's what he likes.
That's what he likes. And so
he tried to get me to get my mom some blonde hair. We were
any prayer requests as well. Y'all let us know in the comment section. We're always willing to pray for us all and with us all. And so never feel like or neglect your need that we could potentially pray for. So what's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of the Jones Family Channel. It's me, Rickey Jones Jr. We also have the oh so lovely
Chrystle Jones.
Yes, indeed. Y'all see the change. We'll talk about it. Okay, so we're gonna address what you see. Fun times with that, like hilarious story with Rickey. To know him is to know. It's always gonna be a fun story. But nonetheless, like, hey, we are here. We are still clearly alive, living well, and yeah, like more than anything, we wanted to get back on just to share like what's been going on and to point us all ahead to what we can expect on this here channel. But more than anything, one question that I see quite often in the comments that I want to obviously answer again is yes, we did move back to the States. No, there wasn't anything wrong with South Africa. There's napkins in here. You need a napkin. It's happening, right? No, there was nothing wrong with South Africa at all. What brought us to South Africa is what brought us back to the States, which is being led by God. And so more to unfold about what all is taking place on stateside, because I've learned something from you all. We did videos even abroad, but just in general, where we were just sharing the things that God was sharing with us that would happen and would take place. And some of you all was saying, hey, like, it's sometimes best just to like move in silence and then let the action speak for itself. And so all that to say, I'm gonna take your advice on that and not share too much, because I can't get excited and start sharing things even before it takes place, letting you know what's to come. But I'm gonna be suspenseful in that respect. Man, it's a lot of construction going on over here. But nonetheless, in it all, we're here, we're well, we're thriving, going into the Christmas season, the Christmas day, the Christmas holiday. The kids are obviously excited about all that Christmas has to offer, because Chrystle started like putting presents under the tree area. We don't have a tree. We have like 3 trees. That's what we call them?
They are trees.
Okay. I would call them like mini trees.
They are miniature trees.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So I guess we have 3 miniature trees, and Chrystle started putting presents under them. She wrapped them, but she didn't put names of like who the presents go with. And mind-boggling to the kids, like so much so as I was taking the kids to school, Rickey was like, hey Dad, could you all like put the names of who the gifts are for so we could know? And so I just laughed because it would be him. More than anything, like Rain pumps up Rickey to ask us questions of things that she really has questions about. And so I was like, nah, like that was all intentional. Well, what was your thought behind it?
I think, well, for one, the stuff Rain asked for is actually stuff that doesn't go in a big box. But of course, everything that Rickey asked for goes in a big box. He's asking for toys and stuff. So, but I didn't want like there to be this battle of like, oh, I got the big gift, you got the little gift, just because of the size of the box. When what you wanted is what's inside the box. Yeah. So Rain did start tapping into her rationality. She's like, I think maybe the small box is mine because what I asked for would go in a small box. So, but I just didn't want to even deal with that argument, that taunting, and I didn't get into trouble because they talking about the size of the box. And you know what? Nobody knows whose box is whose, and that's that. That's good. That's good. So that was like my thought behind it.
That's good. that could be some parenting advice right there. You know what I'm saying? Just to help keep the peace in the house. Put the gifts, know what they are, but don't label them.
Because each of them, their gifts are together. His are on one side and hers are on the other side. So I very much know exactly whose gifts are who. And I'll put the gifts probably like Christmas Eve night. I'll put the name, so then in the morning we don't have it like last year where I couldn't remember whose gift was whose. It was just opening stuff. I was like, I don't know.
Hello, that was hilarious. They will open it and then we'll find out. Oh no, that's for her.
Right.
Oh no, that's for him. And so that was fun. That was fun and funny. But I definitely love that thought, and it's gonna be a great day. At the end of the day, it's gonna be good. Rickey's list, hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw that up just so y'all can see the list, because at the end of the day, like, I thought it's cool just to even have their list that we can compile and keep as they grow in age of the different things that they ask for at various points in their lives, and just even how they spell things and their thought process. So, you know, one of the things being God. And Chrystle immediately, I was like, oh, that's cool, Rickey. You know what I'm saying? You want God for Christmas? Chrystle's like, no. Like, what do you mean? Like, what does that mean?
How do we give you that in a way that you don't already have it?
Right. I thought I was
He also said he wanted you. He said he wanted me. Like, what does this mean to you?
Yeah. You know, questions to a 6-year-old that's still formulating his thought process around the world that he lives in. You know. Meanwhile, Rain's like, I want to fly to London for some croissants. So, you know, at the end of the day, these kids.
But then when asked if she could have one thing on her Christmas list, what would it be? She said an electric toothbrush.
Electric toothbrush that can brush all your teeth without you. So in my mind, I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's breeding laziness. That's the first thing that came to my mind, if I was to be honest. And that was a fun dinner time. Man, dinner times be funny at the house, truth be told. But you know, we thought about recording those, but we ended up not. But anyway, we'll figure that all out. However, here we are on this day, beautiful Saturday when this video comes out. And one of the things that I said within myself that I even shared with Chrystle before this video is that I want to like post videos every day concluding 2024. One, because I want to just like post, I don't want to say dump, but I want to post the things that have taken place this year that, you know, concludes this year, such as like Rickey, all his like soccer compilations and all that, his goals and whatnot, different videos that we did that I didn't post and whatnot. And there was even an event we went to, I forgot the name of it, but it was like around Easter time. We went to a fair in South Africa. I forgot the name of it, but it was like it was like music.
And they rode the helicopter.
Yes, y'all rode the helicopter, and it was like the dog. I did not post that. I want to post that. So like different things that did take place that weren't posted. Just make sure those are out there.
Yeah, we went to the Easter thing. They rode the helicopters. Helicopter ride thing. I forgot the name of that thing.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. I'm sure the video will share it. But yeah, like different things like that I want to post. And then I've been asked multiple times, like, how do you start a YouTube channel? How is it that you all were consistent with the things that you were doing? And so I'll do a video before the end of this year just sharing like our YouTube, I'm gonna just call it like a YouTube blueprint. I don't know, a simple how-to YouTube blueprint, so that you, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you can do so, and I'll share what we did and the ways in which we go about our scheduling, the music that we have, and you know, all the things. And I'll put links in the description for that. Say what now?
I said how to YouTube.
How to YouTube. And so, because you know, at the end of the day, here it is. Somebody said it, which I thought it was beautiful. Like, you know, YouTube is still pushing your South African content, which you all aren't there, so the views are low if the videos aren't of South Africa, which I was like, oh, that makes sense. And in that comment, you said that you all should like define the content that you have. And so, beautiful statement. If I was to, which you can let me know if you agree, if I was to state what people should come to our channel to expect, is to see what it's like to hear from God and follow the voice of God. Like, that's what our content is. We hear and we do, and my desire is to showcase what that's like. Sometimes what that feels like, the highs and the lows, and all the in-betweens that entails. Like,
yeah, I would agree. And I would say too, it's like, it's two people living, not two people because there's four of us,
yeah.
but I would also say it's a healthy family dynamic. I feel like a lot of people that we see, they're not necessarily healthy family dynamics, like in the traditional sense.
Okay.
So we are legitimately two people, a man and a woman, that have two kids. We don't have a dog or a picket fence, but like we're just like a traditional family structure, and we are Christians. So I would say people can see a family that's in that space. And I feel like as much as sometimes society would make it seem like that's not a thing people want anymore, I think it is something that people want. They want a happy marriage that's healthy, that's not scandalous or something. They have kids, and the kids are just genuinely cute, good people. Like,
that's growing and maturing daily.
They gonna give you some comedic relief every time.
Especially Rickey.
Especially Mr. Handsome.
Yeah.
And I think, and there's a how to it. And even though we aren't in our videos just doing like how to have a family structure, how to live a happy family life, I do think we do things, and if people apply various things in their own respective way, they will see how they can genuinely have a happy family. They can see that marriage is still a thing. They can see that if you're a believer, if you're a Christian, like, you can be that and be proud about it. Like, it's fine. So I would say it's that. Like, we are people in that space, and so it's gonna float. Like you said, we're definitely, because of that Christian aspect, we're hearing from God in different things. And so you may see us move to another continent. You may see us move around even in a city that we're in. You'll see us talking about figuring various things out. You'll see how we navigate changes or challenges. And that's we even talked about the testimony that we had of our money being stuck in the South African bank account, and just like God really allowing us to get it back in a miraculous way. Like, you'll see these things. And I think for people that are either already married, that are like, man, like, I just want things to be better in my marriage. They'll see how we navigate those things. For people that are single, they can see like, oh man, like, this is a great way to see how people deal with conflict in a healthy way, or disagreements, or, how they experience and enjoy life. Well, like, it can just give them a picture, because a lot of people also don't have a picture. A lot of people, unfortunately, in this time, didn't grow up in a two-parent household, so they haven't even seen a picture of a healthy marriage. Like, to them, it's just a myth. But we're a reality that it's a thing. Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. I love that, and I even love it because if I was to merge our two thoughts, it would be the channel showcases a Christian family that hears the voice of God and lives what is said, and is not afraid to showcase what that looks like. And I say that because even in the midst of our lack of posting, what I have been posting are shorts of even the kids praying. And that's intentional, right? That's intentional because as we are their parents, our job is to steward them in the way they should go, right? There's a verse that says, train up a child in the way they should go, and when they're old, they won't depart from it. And so instilling the fact that prayer is essential to not only what takes place before a meal, but what takes place before you start your day, what takes place before you take a test, what takes place before you go into an interview, what takes place in general, right? It's the core behind that. And I say all that because even as their parents, we pray for them. And in short, right, a snippet of that is Rain having the adjustment of being back in the States and being in a grade that I would say she wasn't properly prepared for because of the transition.
She wasn't.
All right, like in South Africa, she was in a year-round school and she was in the second grade. She had completed half of second grade in South Africa, but then when we moved to the States, she started third grade in the beginning. And so there was half of second grade that she did not receive the teachings of and for, and so there was a struggle there. And as good parents, right, we have a tutor for her and we do homework with her and we do the extra things at school for her to prepare her for some crazy driving taking place, to prepare her for what she did not receive. It's a lot happening. And so all that to say, in the midst of that, let me get to this point.
Okay.
In the midst of that, I was just prayerful, like, God, what do we do? Because here we are, like, I don't want to set my child up for failure, your child up for failure. How do we steward her in a way? And God was like, Rain's gift will have her in spaces and places, and I'm going to just put it there, right? Because I don't want to say too much, because people say don't say too much. And not to worry too much about the academics. And long story short, that truth came alive as she's now about to do a play and things like that. And so, I mean, it's just beautiful because in what we do to prepare them, we pray, and we also have for them to pray. You're about to say.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, too, as it pertains to, like, the education and the shift over, it is not in any way to say that the education system that she was in South Africa was behind. It was not behind.
No.
She was learning phenomenally. The curriculum that she was learning in was phenomenal. The school is phenomenal. Like, there were so many amazing things. So it's not, we are not saying, the American curriculum is ahead of the SA curriculum. Not at all. It's literally just the way that the scheduling of the school year work, because it's January to December in South Africa, but in the States it's August to May. And so just wanted to make sure I made that clear. No shade at any system. No, it's not to say that anyone is ahead of or behind the other. It's just the structure of the school schedule that landed her in this particular gap. Because in the same sense, Mr. Handsome is excelling because technically he already did the first half of all the schoolwork that he's learning now. He already did it. So everything for him is a repeat right now, again, because of the way that they structure the school year. And so he was pushed ahead, where here there's like a late birthday system and all of that. So, so that I just wanted to make sure I made that clear. I didn't want anybody to think that we're saying one system is, because I get that question. I've gotten that question multiple times. And having been in both, it's just different due to scheduling. But one of the things I'll say too, and this could be unpopular, but I'm gonna say it. Because you know me, I don't shy away from an unpopular thing. So when it comes to somebody saying like, oh, you should have a theme that your channel is about, that's gonna help people to know. When it comes to having a YouTube channel, the worst thing you can do is pick a niche. And I know that's extremely unpopular, but this is the thing that I'm learning. In the long run, it is awful to pick a niche, because I don't care what your niche is, eventually you want to start talking about something else. I have never seen a YouTuber, and I'm not talking about like a person that maybe does a thing and happens to post it on YouTube. So I'm not talking about a furniture builder that's a carpenter by trade who decided to start filming his carpentry. I'm talking about a person that says, I want to do YouTube. What thing could I do and record it, and then set out to record that thing? Like, anybody that does that, eventually they want to switch and start doing something else. I guarantee you, your biggest YouTubers that you follow that have been doing it for at least 5 years have changed what their original content was from whatever that thing was to more lifestyle content. I don't know anyone that is only filming the one thing, whether it's hair, whether it's, I don't know, business stuff, like whatever. Like eventually they start to transition because it's annoying to just film the same thing over and over and over. And so with that, again, this is where it gets real unpopular. It's another level to this. People that are good at YouTube, for the longevity of time, you either got it or you don't. And that's in the sense of like, it's like when you watch a TV host or something. Some people do TV hosts and like a daytime TV show or whatever, and people love watching it because they're entertaining. You like it. You like their opinions. You like to listen. You just like it. Some people, it's dry. It's like, I don't want to watch this. Like, they don't entertain you. Like, and everybody doesn't have that sauce, as we would call it, or that personality or that it factor that makes people just want to watch them. They don't. And so that's why you'll even see, like, I know a lot of times it's like, oh, if you just keep at it, you'll get the views. There's people who've been doing YouTube for 8-9 years and they still don't got but maybe 2,000 followers, and they views be having like 100 views a video. And it's not to throw shade, but it's just to say, if you don't have the it factor, like, you could do it forever and people not gonna watch, because it's just, there's a certain thing about it. I remember like one of the first videos we did and had Mr. Handsome was like talking, we was walking around, people literally was commenting, it was like, oh, he's got it.
Oh yeah.
He's got it.
Rickey. Ricky's that gift.
He's got that. Yeah. He's just, people want to watch him, and he's not even trying to be funny or say interesting things, but he just does.
He is.
It's like just such a natural, he just has the it factor. Like, and so that is a part of it as well. So I would say, like, instead of trying to have this certain thing and then you're going to switch, and then the views drop because people like, I don't want to see about you and walking around and shopping and whatever else you do with your life. I only wanted to see you paint your nails. Like, then you're losing all these views. But, you know, just start with doing whatever you like to do. But Rickey, he'll do another video on, you know,
I mean, I feel like now we should, because you have a perspective I wouldn't have tapped into. So
listen, people might not like it, but I don't care.
I mean, it's fine. That's the duality of us, the yin and the yang.
You're right.
However, together we're greater. But before we finish this video, right, because we almost at our destination, I want to talk about your hair. You know what I'm saying? Because we're here. We're here. They see it. They saw it. Let's talk about it. And so I come home yesterday. This is fresh to me as it is for you. I come home yesterday and we're sitting on the couch watching TV, and long story short, Chrystle says, Loli, I cut my hair.
Because I was thinking, how am I going to tell him what I did to my head?
Yeah. And so
I had already told him that I was planning to cut it. But I didn't tell him
how low. And
I cut more than I planned.
Right, it looked different. The cut that she showed me was different.
There
and it was color. And I was like, I don't like the color. Like, that's just, I saw the color. I didn't see the cut. But nonetheless, she whips it off. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, your face is the beauty of you anyway. So rock the face. I could see more of your face anyway now with the cut than the distraction of your hair. So I'm cool. I'm with it. Your face card is still winning. Like, look at the beauty. And here we are. But we knew there was another Rickey in the house. That reaction would not be the same, because if you was to ask Rickey what's his ideal look, the first thing he would say is long hair. And so,
yes, every time,
you know, his friends at school are usually the ones with the long hair, and most likely they're blonde. Okay.
Yeah, the long yellow hair. That's what he likes.
That's what he likes. And so
he tried to get me to get my mom some blonde hair. We were he happened to be with me when I went to the hair store, and he said, oh, get this one for grandma. He's picking up 20-inch, 24-inch blonde packs of hair. Every hair he touched was at least 20 inches blonde hair. I said, Miss Hanson.
That's Rickey. That's Rickey. And so we FaceTimed him before doing this video to show him her hair, and his reaction was everything that we expected it to be. And then some, you know what I'm saying? Like, my boy was like, go put the wig on. Like,
I don't like this.
I don't like, then, you know, it was a lot happening. He's with his godmom, so she was trying to like help him. And my boy had to go to the bathroom. Like, it was just a lot for him.
She was like, she said, you just got to get used to it, Ricky. We'll get used to it. And he sat for a moment. Then he came back. He said, how can I get used to it if I don't like it?
How can I get used to it if I don't like bald heads?
Yes.
And my boy, he waited for the answer. I said, man, that's a good
Rain
thought.
talking about, that's a good question, Ricky. That's a good question.
It was a good question.
Rain told me I can't come into the school if I'm picking them up. I got to stay in the car.
Yeah, she said,
I
just call dad if it's an activity. So at the end of the day, the kids have their opinion.
I said it's gonna grow back, you guys. Like,
Correct.
It's gonna grow.
Yeah, Ricky said in 14 months. So that lets us know he only wants to see long hair.
Right.
And he hasn't calculated how long hair takes. And so as well, this is the kid that has an agreement with God that he's not gonna cut his hair.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, all that to say, we have a new beauty in our lovely, behold, Chrystle Jones.
I did tape a video of me cutting my hair.
Oh.
Gotta see where we'll post it. I don't know. There goes that thing again. We have the niches and all the things.
I'll just drop it.
So
we drop in
we'll
content.
see where we post it.
That's it. Because we don't have a niche. We have a lifestyle that we share.
Yeah, it's just the things that we're out here doing.
Yep. And there's another one. And so, at the end of the day, great people, I'm excited for all that is to come. And of course, the journey that we are going to bring you all along. And yeah, continue to comment, continue to like, continue to share, continue to advise, right, in the comment section. And we'll continue to feed off of this exchange that we have together. And so with that being said, we love you all. We appreciate you all. Any prayer requests as well, y'all let us know in the comment section. We're always willing to pray for us all and with us all. And so never feel like or neglect your need that we could potentially pray for. So any closing words for you, my dear?
Nope.
I love it. I love it indeed. Until next time, great people. Well, until tomorrow. Love you. Peace.